And you'll see in Grand Canyon, you won't see the Schnebly Hill. You'll see the Coconino right on top of the Hermit Shale. And there's supposed to be about 1 million years of time between those two, and you'll see there's no erosion between those layers at all. It's just perfectly flat. Well, we drove up here, we're looking in Sedona, we're on the edge of Sedona, but we were driving on the red rocks. Most of the red rocks we were driving on was the Hermit Shale. So the Hermit Shale is classified as Permian rocks. It's in the Absarica megasequence, so we're now into the 4th megasequence. And the 4th megasequence is when I think you started flooding the land. And so we start seeing land animals showing up and coal showing up all over the world, so we're starting to get into these rocks. And these rocks are full of hematite. They're full of this red iron-rich rocks. And so in this location, but not at Grand Canyon, we see above the Hermit, we see that red rock over there, which is very flat and layered. That's called the Schnebly Hill. But you can see that's the red rocks there. The bottom of the hill is where the Hermit Shale is. The Hermit Shale is very soft, so it kind of makes valleys. Then you get the sandstones of the Schnebly Hill, and then you get above that the white rocks. That's the Coconino sandstone. And the Coconino is very famous. We'll see that in Grand Canyon. And you'll see in Grand Canyon, you won't see the Schnebly Hill. You'll see the Coconino right on top of the Hermit Shale. And there's supposed to be about 1 million years of time between those two, and you'll see if you walk down on the contact, there's no erosion between those layers at all. It's just perfectly flat. So this Schnebly Hill is missing, so that's part of the so-called million years missing. And it's just that you didn't get that sandstone deposit at the time. When you also go to Grand Canyon, you'll see there's no Tippecanoe. The 2nd sequence doesn't even make it to Grand Canyon. You start at the bottom with the Sauk megasequence, the Cambrian, and then you work your way up and you jump right up to the 3rd sequence, the Kaskaskia megasequence. That's what includes the red wall. And if you keep going up high enough, you get into the rocks of the Absarica sequence, and that's what these represent. So the bottom, kind of the valley, is the red, very soft rock, the Hermit Shale, and then above that's the red Schnebly Hill. Then when it turns white, then you're in the Coconino. And in the distance, you might see at the very top some toroidite, which is the same age stuff as well. And we're actually on the edge of the so-called Mogollon Rim, which runs 200 or 300 miles. It marks the edge of the Colorado Plateau uplift. So the Four Corners area all uplifted about 5,000 feet. And that's one of the reasons why you have a 5,000 deep canyon, because the land rose 5,000 feet right at the time the water was receding and carved out that canyon. And so we kind of get the two work together to make this big, deep Grand Canyon that we all know and love. But the Schnebly Hill doesn't make it. It kind of pinches out, as we say, before we get to Grand Canyon. But it is pretty interesting. We're now looking at the 4th sequence up. We're kind of working our way down. Normally what's on top of Grand Canyon is a little bit above this called the Kaibab limestone. So most of the top of the rim of Grand Canyon we'll be walking on Kaibab limestone, which is also part of the same 4th megasequence, the Absarica megasequence.